All right, good evening, everybody. Welcome to our Thursday evening live KGX presentation. In fact, this is the very first presentation of 2019. Welcome. My name is Brandon Ivey. I'm a pinnacle leader from Los Angeles, California. Thank you for taking time out of your schedule for being here tonight. I promise I'm going to keep this short and sweet, give you enough information for you to make an informed decision on how you want to kick off your 2019, and more importantly, getting you on the right foot and getting positioned in the fastest growing industry that is going to revolutionize and change the world as we know it. So if this is your very first time hearing about Bitcoin and cryptos, congratulations, because guess what? You're still at the beginning stages of this. You see, the first time I heard about Bitcoin was back in 2012. I didn't know what it was. I thought it was a bunch of nerds living in their mom's basement playing with Monopoly money on the computer. I had no idea that it was real or anything to it. 2016 rolls around 4 years later, and Bitcoin went from literally nothing to almost $700 a coin. And I said, you know what? I see friends of mine getting involved in this. I think I might want to buy some Bitcoin. Just, what the hell? We'll see what happens. I bought a couple Bitcoin. But it wasn't until into 2017 that I took this seriously. And I took it seriously because I was looking for a change in my life, as many of you may be right now, as we are now at the beginning of a new year. I said, I'm burnt out. I've been blessed in the direct selling industry to be able to walk off my job and retire at the age of 36 years old, built multiple companies into multi-million dollar organizations. But I was tired. I said, I want to be able to let my money work for me. I want to be in the investor side of things. And the industry that I saw that was making that happen was this crypto industry. Friends of mine making millions of dollars off of crypto. And so I started asking them questions like, how are you doing it? And to my surprise, they couldn't answer my questions. So how are you investing in something you don't understand? And their only answer to me was that Bitcoin keeps going up. Now, I know what goes up comes down. Nothing just goes up. The stock market just had its worst month since the Great Depression last month. So not everything always just goes up. So I said, if I'm gonna invest in this, if I'm gonna get in this industry, I need to understand it. Unfortunately, there wasn't a lot of crypto type courses or programs that's teaching you about Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies. You had to basically teach yourself. I went to YouTube, I went to Google, thousands of different articles and videos popped up. I didn't even know where to begin. Even worse, I didn't even know what questions to start asking. But I went through it 6 months, learning everything I possibly could about crypto until I got comfortable enough that I wanted to start to invest. And when I did, I didn't come in with $10,000, $50,000 like my friends were doing. I came in with $30. And based on my education, I was able to flip that $30 into six figures in less than 4 months. And I don't say that to impress you, but to impress upon you that if I could do it going from scratch, anybody can do it. What was the key ingredient that allowed that to happen? Education. Crypto education. 2017 also saw a lot of businesses in the crypto space come and go. People made a lot of money, people lost a lot of money. So when 2018 rolled around, 1 year ago this month, we decided, let's start the year off on a different foot. Let's go back to the beginning. Let's go back to the basics. Let's create a company that is going to bring crypto education to the masses, bring awareness to the masses. Because in my studies, there's two things I discovered about crypto that shook me to my core and changed the entire direction of my life financially. The first was that cryptocurrency represents the greatest economic shift in wealth in the history of mankind for the most amount of people. That last part is important. The most amount of people. What does that mean? There's been other industrial revolutions, economic shifts in wealth in history before. But there was also a barrier of entry. It wasn't for everybody. See, with crypto, there is no barrier of entry. It doesn't matter what race you are, what color you are, what language you speak, what country you were born in, what sex you are, man or woman. None of that matters. What religion? Nothing matters. Whether you have a college degree or not. The only thing that mattered is if you have a cell phone, access to the internet, and a willingness to learn. Anybody can get involved and literally write their own check if they're educated in the crypto space. The second thing that I learned is that the technology that crypto is built on represents the greatest invention mankind has ever seen since the internet. It is going to disrupt every single industry on the planet. Life as we know it is going to fundamentally change. There's nobody that's going to be able to escape it. If you want a job in the future, you're going to need to know this technology because it's going to be on your application. It is as important to humankind as the introduction of agriculture. So when I figured those two things out, nobody had to tell me. I figured it out. I said, we've got to get this information in the hands of people because the average person walking down the street doesn't even know that this is going on. And it's going to radically change their lives. So that is how KGX was born. So let's go into exactly what it is that we offer. So first, what is Bitcoin? You know, in 2009, Satoshi Nakamoto created Bitcoin, the world's first global decentralized currency. In fact, was that today or yesterday? I think no, today. Today is the 10-year anniversary of the very first block that was mined for Bitcoin. Today, 10 years ago. In 2009, 10 years ago, Bitcoin was valued at less than 1 penny. 2010, it was valued at 40 cents. 2016, valued at $600. 2017, it got up to almost 20,000. 2018, it got up to over 9,000. Right now, it's hovering between about 3,800 bucks per coin. I want you to think about that for a second. If you had invested $100 in Bitcoin in 2009, that's over $1 million worth today. How many of you had $100 in 2009? And you fast forward to today. What have you had put $1,000 worth 10 years ago? Where would you be today? If you think about this, Uber is a transportation company that owns no cars. Amazon, the world's largest retail chain that has no stores. Bitcoin goes from 0.008 to $9,000 and higher. Talk about a major industry disruptor. It is disrupting the financial industry. And it's no fun being on the outside looking in. Don't you hate that? It always seems like somebody else is getting rich. Why not me? This is your chance. This is your opportunity. How would you have liked to be there when internet first got started and nobody knew what it was in the 90s? KGX has the solution. So what is Bitcoin? Well, Bitcoin is basically a peer-to-peer distribution of money. It allows you to transfer money for services and goods or whatever to individuals around the globe without the need of a third party. All done digitally, not physical. And it happens instantaneous with minimal fees. I just read an article, Ripple, hundreds of millions of dollars was transferred instantly, and the fee was like almost nothing. No Western Union, no banks. It is not controlled by a government. It's not controlled by a company or a CEO that can devalue the currency. There's only going to be 21 million ever in existence. What is the difference between Bitcoin and the cash in your pocket? Well, the cash in your pocket is only worth 5% of what it was 100 years ago. It can go through inflation. When the government needs more money, they just print more money. That's not the case with Bitcoin. It is a mathematical equation. Cannot be tampered with. It cannot be manipulated. And because there's only 21 million, that means the demand for it is going to go high, which means the Bitcoin that you currently hold is going to be worth more as time goes on. Is it real? Absolutely. The state of Ohio just passed a law that allows their citizens to pay their taxes with Bitcoin. The moment you have the IRS accepting Bitcoin to pay taxes, you know it's real. Are you too late? Absolutely not. In fact, you might be a little bit too early. This has not gone through mainstream adoption yet. Only 40 million people around the globe have participated in crypto. That number may seem like a lot, but there's over 7 billion people on the planet. So only a small percentage. Where crypto is right now is where the internet was in 1993. You're still at the beginning before this rocket takes off. We're going to teach you how to buy it and how you can spend it. So welcome to KGX, the Global Training Center, where we are the company that is going to teach the world about Bitcoin, cryptocurrencies, ICOs, market trends, and blockchain. No more worries, KGX. We're going to teach you everything that you need to know. How are we going to teach you this? Are you going to have to go into a college course? No. Everything we do is done by streaming video. You're going to learn how to buy your first Satoshi. You're going to learn how to store your Bitcoin safely in crypto wallets. Learn how to purchase and sell with Bitcoin. Learn about blockchain technology. Learn how to trade cryptocurrencies. Learn about ICOs and much, much more. All of our training is done in 45 lessons, 3 modules, 15 lessons in each. Bitcoin 101, Cryptocurrency Intermediate, and Crypto Advanced. These videos are done, and you can watch the video, you can listen to the video, you can actually read at the same time. We wanted to cover all bases of how people learn. One thing I can guarantee is that if you are a beginner, you've never heard about Bitcoin, or you think that you're an expert, by the end of our courses, you will learn something new. You will have enough confidence to enter the crypto space safely. This is a volatile industry. Nothing is 100% guaranteed to win. You will lose somewhere along the way, just like if you're in the stock market or anywhere else. Your knowledge and education will allow you to navigate and minimize your losses and maximize your returns. And everything you need to know about Bitcoin and crypto is in these 45 lessons, but that is not where our business ends. That is where our business begins, because the training never ends. We will be adding new videos monthly. We give new training, live training events, Bitcoin boot camps for our community. The value of KGX is in the community that we're building. This industry is always growing. It's always changing. There's new information coming up. And if you don't stay on top of it, you're operating with old news, which means you're going to lose money. So with just one click, you can enter the Bitcoin age. So KGX is just a group of very talented individuals that have come together and developed a simple step-by-step audio-video training system that will educate the world into the cryptocurrency space. And when we say the world, we mean the world. When we launch, and we're still in pre-launch, and there's benefits of being in pre-launch, like we don't have an active subscription right now. So all the information that we're giving that you're going to have to pay for when we launch, we're giving it away for free. So we're launching in over 30 languages, 30 countries. We hired over 60 translators to translate into 30 countries. We have 7 of them up and running right now. I already know the biggest growth that we have is going to be overseas, not in America. We're looking for right now for leaders in these other countries who want to bring crypto education to their people. And the ones that do are going to be sitting on top of entire countries. They're hungry for this. Now, what's the cost of all this? Because you can go to, now that there's a lot of different type of crypto courses that's popping up. And they're charging anywhere between $800 to $10,000. Ours is one time $250 for the product. $250. And we even have the ability to earn while you learn. For those of you that were like me, when I first got started, I didn't have $10,000. I started with $30. We're going to show you how to earn while you learn. How do you do that? Well, for an additional $50, you can become a promoter with KGX, which means while you're learning, do you think you're the only one that you know that needs to know about crypto? What if you shared this product with somebody else? Well, we're going to give you a referral fee bonus for doing so. In fact, there's multiple ways you can earn through KGX while you're learning. Direct referral bonuses, Cryptonary, and the Cryptonary matching bonus. Here's an example. You share this with somebody else, they get the product, they're learning about crypto, we're going to pay you $100. One of my main rules in the crypto space is if you spend money anywhere in crypto, one of your top goals is to make your money back as fast as possible. Eliminate the risk. Well, if you're spending $300 for our KGX program, you share this with 3 people and you just made your money back. Now you've got the crypto education for free. Sell it with 3. We call it sell 3 and it's free. We also have something called the Cryptonary for those of you that love to share with everybody. And it's not mandatory. You don't need to. But somebody says, you know what, Brandon, I'm from France. I know a lot of people that need this. Well, we're going to reward you for building a large organization as well. Then we have individuals who say, Brandon, you know, I really don't care about sharing this with anybody. I don't care about building a team. I don't care about the affiliate side. All I want is to be able to use the product to gain enough knowledge so I can make money with my money in the crypto space. Is that possible with KGX? Absolutely. In fact, some of our top money earners will be people who aren't building a large organization. They're taking advantage of all of our services we offer and the knowledge that they're learning. But I have learned one thing. When you start to have some momentum in the crypto space, you start to get excited about Bitcoin, you start talking about it, people are going to ask you questions. How did you do it? How can you help me? How do I buy Bitcoin? What is Bitcoin? You can spend 5 hours teaching them everything you know and not getting paid for it. Or you can say, you know what? Let me give you the same course I went through to teach me everything I know. At least it'll get you a start, get you a beginning. You send them to your KGX. Now they are going to be able to learn just like you. You don't have to spend your time teaching them, and we're going to pay you $100 to do so. That's a win-win-win situation, but I'm telling you what's even better. Because you're the one who referred that person may decide to tell the world, well, guess what? We're going to pay you a 10% check match on all the money they earn in the Cryptonary. So if they're making $10,000 a month, you're going to make $1,000 a month. If they're making $100,000 a month, you're going to make $10,000 a month. So you might want to tell more people. And there is no qualification for that. You don't have to hit certain ranks or do any of that crazy stuff. All you had to do was share it with them. One person. The bad news is that we capped the Cryptonary at $50,000. That's the bad news. The good news is that once you reset the position, we're going to give you a second position to keep it moving. So with just one click, you can change your entire life. And KGX is built on the foundation of education first. But when you start to get into the crypto space, you will realize how big this is and how many industries are going to be disrupted, which means there's going to be multiple opportunities to make money in this space. KGX is perfectly positioned to take advantage of all these new opportunities that come our way. One of them is taking advantage of mining. See, the entire cryptocurrency industry is built off of the back of miners. Miners are just people who have equipment, computers, that solve a mathematical problem to actually build the blockchain. And the blockchain is what's recording all the data, the ledger. And the reward for doing so is Bitcoin, crypto coins. That's how Bitcoin is done. It's not just made up out of thin air. It's proof of work. There's a process that takes place. Bitcoin is worth something just because of the work that's done to create it. So one thing I learned is, would you rather buy the golden egg or the golden goose that produces the golden eggs every single day? It's another way to make money. So we're offering independently owned crypto mining rigs, and we're mining right now a coin called green. Whoa, what is that? Green. Green is the thing we are most excited about right now. It is a major industry disruptor, just like YouTube, Uber, Airbnb. I'm sure you heard of those. You know, but they didn't even exist 15 years ago. None of that stuff existed 15 years ago. Big today. World's largest media provider that owns no media. World's largest taxi company that owns no taxis. World's largest hotel provider that owns no hotels. You never change things by fighting the existing reality. To change something, build a new model that makes the existing model obsolete. What's the next big disruption going to be? Power. Power. Think about it. Bitcoin is disrupting the financial industry. But what is going to disrupt the power industry? 100-year-old technology that's in need of an upgrade. Trapped in a wired grid and it's expensive to distribute. It's time to think outside the grid. Introducing green. And when you think of green, you think of solar. You think of, the environment. That's exactly what this is. We're now taking energy and moving it from being centralized to decentralized. Now, I don't have time to go into all of the details on how this works. Just understand that we're now digitizing electricity, not electricity itself. You're not sending electricity through the blockchain. What you are sending is the value of it through the blockchain digitally, which means a home in California could power a home in Africa. We call it solar in a box. It's like a battery that you plug into your home, just like a solar panel that gets charged up by the sun. The battery gets charged up by the power, comes to your home, and then you have the power to decide what to do with that. You can transfer it in for money, sell it for more on the network. It's going to have its own electricity blockchain. We're calling that proof of power, which is next. Industry disruptors, you have Facebook, Airbnb, Bitcoin, and Uber. Well, Green is the world's first power company that produces no power. Now, each mining rig costs $3,750. And the first question people ask, how much money am I going to make? Well, legally, I cannot answer that. But it's actually the wrong question to ask. The right question should be, how many green coins am I going to get? Because the whole project is being represented in the form of a green coin, just like Ethereum, Ripple, Bitcoin. All the projects have coins that represent them. This project is represented by the green coin. You cannot buy this coin. You cannot find it on the exchange. The only way to get it is to mine it, just like Bitcoin when it first got started. How would you have liked to be able to mine Bitcoin back in 2009 and 2010? That's where we are right now with green. We started mining back July 4th, 2018. There's going to be 50 billion coins ever in existence. 25 billion need to be mined in the first year. So by July 4th, 2019 will be 1 full year of mining. 12.5 billion coins needed to be mined in the first 6 months. That's already taken place. So those of you that have ordered machines last year, that's been mining, you've been mining for 6 months. You got 6 months worth of coins stacking up. The question is, how much would that coin be worth on the exchange? I can't give that answer yet. But if you look at all coins on the exchanges and you look at how they rise or they fall, they go up, they go down, there's a lot of money to be made on those coins. If you decide to sell a green machine, you're going to earn a $500 commission. So if you say, I can't afford $3,750, okay, sell 8 machines, you just made $4,000. Rig specifications, the hash rate is 12 to 14 terahertz. Power consumption is 1,300 to 1,400 watts. Chip type, SHA 256 ASIC chip. Rules of purchase, you can only purchase 10 per month per customer. Why? Because we have people that want to buy 100. It's not good when you have one person owns all the coins. You got to spread it around. Mining rigs can be housed in the Utah facility or shipped to you. We have them going to Utah. Why have it come to my house? I don't want to deal with programming, plugging it in, the power, the energy, the noise. Let them handle all that. The rigs will be paid for in advance. There's a standard 30 to 120-day delivery, which means there's a waiting list for these things. You buy a machine, it's going to take about 30 days before it goes online or more. The customer owns the rig. Anything generated by the rig is the customer's. This is not group mining, hash mining, contract mining, none of that, which is illegal in the United States. You are purchasing an asset that produces something, and what that asset produces goes into your wallet. The company does not get your coins. You're going to receive a serial number, a certificate of authenticity. There is no refund policy, and purchase with Bitcoin only. And if you look, those of you who have not done so, you can log into your Greenback office right now and set your wallet up. And just for security, I want to make this point. Please make sure you write down your recovery key. It's called a recovery phrase. Write that down. Do not lose it. That's your security. As a disclaimer, KGX is not green. We're just a wholesaler. We're like Walmart selling TVs, Samsung TVs. No income claims can be made on the mining results. All coins are paid directly to the customer. KGX is not responsible for maintenance of the mining rig. Customers to read and agree to all documents before making a purchase. Customer agrees in advance that KGX LLC is not responsible for results. They are not responsible. And please review all policies, and especially the no refund policy. Welcome to the world of mining where you own the mining rigs. And this isn't the only thing. We have more products coming as well. How would you like to sell and make money from Bitcoin ATM machines, earning 3% on every transaction? How would you like to be able to get involved in not just crypto trading, but also Forex trading? How would you like to have a system that has a trading desk that it automates it in your own account so that you can set it and walk away? We have multiple things coming that allow you to make income without having to build a team within KGX. And who knows what other products that come in the future, we're positioned to market those as well. Here's another thing that we're kicking off this year. We did this a couple of times in 2018. We were testing it out, see how it works. But we're going to be offering Bitcoin boot camps to the city near you. We have 5 cities already scheduled through the May 3rd. First up is Seattle, Washington at the end of this month. Bitcoin boot camp. What is a Bitcoin boot camp? This is not a KGX presentation. We're inviting the community to come out to learn about Bitcoin and crypto. That's what it's about. Why you should care. Why does it matter to you? How do you get involved? We're basically going to give some of our Bitcoin 101 lessons for free. Well, it's not for free. You got to pay for this. But we're going to give you that and show you the value of why education is so important. So by the time somebody leaves our boot camp, they're going to know what Bitcoin is. They're going to know why it's important to them, why they should engage in it. They're going to have opened up their very first Bitcoin wallet if they haven't done so. And they're going to buy Bitcoin for the first time. They're going to learn about security, learn about exchanges, how to make money with it, where to go to get started. And we're going to say, hey, listen, you want more of this? That's what KGX is here for. You can take it home with you and watch more of the training online at home. We're going to show the value of it. We're also going to be giving away, I think it's about $2,000 worth of Bitcoin in Seattle. Now, the cities that coming up, Seattle, 2 weeks later is Atlanta. A week after that is Tampa, then Philadelphia, then Chicago. And then after Chicago is our launch event in Vegas. I think that's the first weekend of May. Launch event in Vegas. So we have things lined up and set. Now all we need is you. We're looking for leaders who want to carry the banner of KGX and help bring crypto awareness to the world, to the masses. And think of how you can be rewarded because you're the very first to do so. Now, as a disclaimer, this is a new opportunity. Even though we're crossing on a year old, and most companies in the crypto space don't even survive that, we've survived. Why? One, because we're legal. We're registered in the United States. The owners are in the United States, not in Belize or in Dubai somewhere. You know who they are. We're represented by Thompson and Burton LLC. We have compliance attorneys advising us as well. There's nothing that we do that has not been cleared through them first. And if I say anything I'm not supposed to, they will let me know quickly. We want to make sure that when you go to sleep, you have confidence knowing when you wake up, the company is still here. So we're legal, and we want to remain that way. So we're going to be protective. We're not going to allow showing off your back office, talking about how much money you're making. None of that. Not allowed. And understand that your success depends on you. Your hard work, dedication, belief, passion, commitment, persistence, leadership. Passion is the key. I'm passionate about what I do because I'm helping people to change their lives where they thought there was no hope before. They can't go back to school and college. And if this is you and you're ready to roll with us, get back with the person who invited you on to kick off this year good and get yourself signed up. $300, let's get you moving. You pay $300, let's show you how to make that money back. ASAP, 24 hours. Share it with 3 people. You just made your money back. Keep it moving. How would you like to make $50,000 in your first 6 months? How? Share it with 2 people and teach them how to do the same thing. And duplicate. For those of you who think this is not for you, that's okay. I understand. This is something brand new. It might take a while for you to wrap your head around it. You might not think it means anything to you, but here's what's going to happen for you. You're going to wake up, if you're still on vacation right now, next Monday morning to go to work. You're going to start seeing Bitcoin ATM machines all over the place. You're going to stop off at your Starbucks, and they're going to say, we now accept crypto coins. You're going to go to your job, and this is going to happen one day. They're going to say, you need to open up a Bitcoin wallet. We're now paying your salary in Bitcoin. It's going to happen. It's already been predicted by Supreme Court Justice Stephen Breyer. Already predicted it. The infrastructure is being built underneath your feet. Your phone in your hand is going to be a blockchain phone one day. The TV that you watch is going to be on the blockchain. Every item that you buy is going to be tracked through the blockchain. You're going to hop on Facebook and it's going to have a blockchain attached to it. You can't escape it. But you do have a choice on how you get involved. Get involved now and get rich off of it, or let it drop on top of your head. Choice is yours. I look forward to meeting and seeing every one of you, and come on out to our events. You can actually start purchasing your tickets now for whatever cities you want to go to for our Bitcoin boot camps. They're going to happen fast, getting exciting. So I'm looking forward to 2019 and working with you guys. Thank you for joining us on our very first presentation of 2019. My name is Brandon Ivey, Los Angeles, California. We will see you on Saturday for our first Saturday training of 2019. And I will be going over in detail our compensation plan on the affiliate side for those that want to take advantage of that for KGX. So with that, thank you guys for joining us tonight. God bless. Bye-bye.